TiEcon 2019. This is Rakhi Sharma from SITAARRE TV, and today we have the pleasure of meeting Mr. Monishi Sanyal. He's a founder and president of IIT Startups. So let's learn about what is this initiative all about. Hello, Monish.
Yeah, hi. Thanks. So IIT Startups was founded last year, January 2018. And the reason for that is I had also been instrumental in founding the Pan IIT movement back in 2003, which was covered by 60 Minutes, CBS 60 Minutes, which they aired a program which basically made IIT as a household name in the US because people didn't have an understanding that we were actually entrepreneurs and founding companies and generating employment here. They just thought we were all Indians were just programmers, which was not the case with the IITians at least. Others too have done extremely well on the entrepreneurship front. But after that, our pioneers before that had a difficult time getting funding.
Okay.
But after that program was aired by 60 Minutes 3 times, funding just flowed. So I retired back in 2016. So 2017, I was looking for something to do, and I thought that, you know what, I can kill some time helping startups, organize a group of small group of mentors and all that. But what took me by surprise and shocked me was that our inauguration event, we had over 400 people coming and over 200 startups. So I said, my God, how will I ever handle that load? So I scrambled and I formed a team. And fortunately, there's a very strong sense of loyalty among IITians. Many successful serial entrepreneurs who made millions and billions volunteered their time to mentor. So I was surprised, and I remember the founder of TiE, Suhas Patil, was so shocked by the attendance. He said, this must be the loyalty factor. I said, I guess it is, because all our mentors are so enormously successful, they didn't need to spend their time. But most of them said that, yeah, we want to give back to the next generation. So our goal is to make IITians as rich as possible, because a rich person donates more than a regular person. So if they donate back to the IITs or to India, big money that they have made, they repay a small portion of the debt that we owe to the Indian taxpayer for the enormously subsidized education that we all got.
Right.
And we came away here and we made millions of dollars. It's time to give back.
It's time to give back.
So that is the reason why we started it, and we had some very strong statistics backing us. We are currently the 4th largest unicorn builder in the world after Stanford, Harvard, Berkeley.
Right.
Even MIT is behind us.
Oh, really?
So that's powerful. We produced 18 unicorns in the last few years, 8 in India, 10 out here, and so we have a strong tailwind following us. I mean, as I'm saying, I was not only shocked after the inauguration, I've been riding a tidal wave right now, and I'm desperately trying to find somebody who can take over from me so that I can step back and be an evangelist more than anything else. So our program, we are first of all a non-profit, a 501c3 non-profit. Our education programs, which were workshops that we conducted on different subjects, and all our subjects are focused on business, because the IITian typically is extremely strong in technology. They are second to nobody. The VCs have told us they are the best of the best on technology side. But because of that, they tend to follow a path which is building a technical solution and then going around looking for a problem, which is not the way it should be done. It should be done the other way around. It should be find a problem and then build a solution. So our education was focused on the business side, that how do you find a problem which you want to solve? How do you identify a need? Scope the market, how big is that market? Validate your assumptions, and from that you build a business plan, keeping in mind the market, the competition, and all that sort of thing. And then one of the key things which you will see if you go to our website in the library section, in the inauguration session where Vinod Khosla was the keynote speaker, he said, one of the key things is you must get a killer core team. He told us his journey about getting some of the top core team people on Sun Microsystems when he started that. So the second two sessions were on fundraising. Our typical techie hates raising money. They hate selling. They hate doing anything that's commercial. So we had two sessions on fundraising because we told them, look, no matter how brilliant your idea, if you don't raise money, you're going nowhere.
Right.
Okay. So that was that. Then we covered one on design to production. That was okay. Most of the guys knew what to do. Then the marketing side, we had some of the best. In fact, you would see ads coming out of Poshmark. The founder of Poshmark, Monishi Sanyal, and some other killer entrepreneurs, they were on a panel talking about the marketing side. Then we had one on exits because 90% of the companies that we have seen, I did a long survey on this before I started my journey. 90% of the companies exit by acquisition. Very few, 10% go for IPO. IPO is a difficult way to go, and only the people who are doing it a second or third time, they attempt to go for that. So on the acquisition front, we had a session about how do you go the M&A way, means how do you get acquired, then how do you go IPO.
Okay.
So we did that, and then we had another workshop session on legal and compliance. Okay, so those were the workshops. Okay, and then of course we had our demo day, which is also on our website. You will see the elevator pitches that our startups have done. So far, 26 startups have been graduated. Another 18 have just begun.
Okay.
So we hope to clear about 60 startups per year.
Okay.
Yeah, as I'm saying, and the tail pipeline is growing because the mood is when you see somebody else succeeding, you also want to do a startup. So there is that rush, more startup and all that sort of thing. So we just have to keep expanding till we can cover the whole base. And even other organizations are trying to join us to,
Sure.
but we just made a condition, one IIT startup is a must. So basically, that is the way we are trying to take our startups. I've also, apart from fundraising, I've also tried to help the startups on the marketing side. I've tied up with the 4 top system integrators of India, Tata Consultancy, Infosys, HCL, and Wipro, who said that if your startup's products match the requirement of any of our products anywhere in the world, we will help them sell it.
Oh, that is fantastic.
That's something. So we have mixers where they make presentations. Then another thing we are trying to do to help our startups identify the landscape of the technology trends and all that, we are calling the Valley big corporate companies who acquire companies to give us their story about the technology trends and the kind of companies they are acquiring, so that our running startups can make pivots if they require. A new startup can take that as a guidance for the direction that they want to go. So we've already had HP and Citrix present. We've got in the pipeline Samsung and Cisco and Juniper and Oracle, a whole slew of companies who want to make presentations, and it helps our startups to know that. So this is the way we are trying to take them down that journey.
So this entire information that you get, it sounds like a very thrilling journey for you and anyone who is a part of this journey, and people who are going to start or they are participating for their startups. So please tell us how one can join this initiative as IIT Startups, and what is the requirement to be a part of this?
You go to our website, you will see it there, and you can just fill in that info at this thing, and somebody will respond to you and give you a form, depending on the type of startup you are, whether you're early stage or growth stage or whatever, depending on that, and what the requirements are for those things. And then depending on your plan, they will tell you whether you're selected for that or not.
I see.
Yeah.
So, so it says IIT Startup. So does it have any?
IITstartups.org. Remember, we are a non-profit.
We are a non-profit. Okay. So IITstartups.org. So I understand. So do we need to have anyone from IIT to be a part of? Only IITs can do this?
One co-founder must be an IIT.
Okay.
Yeah. Now our plan going forward is, apart from this massive traffic I've got in Silicon Valley, which is sort of pinned me down here, we're trying to open up in other parts of the US. If we can get champions who are willing to take our model and run it there. The training material is already there on the website. It's free for anybody in the world to see, non-IITians including. Yeah, you just go into our website, go to the library, all the material is there. We are also trying to get into a tie-up with the IIT research parks. And I was an advisor to the IIT Madras Research Park till last year. And because they are building a huge ecosystem in India. I mean, I happen to be in IIT Madras, so they got about 2.1 million square feet, and all of it is buzzing with activities. They, in India, they've, I mean, I know IIT Madras has produced 200 startups. I spoke to IIT Bombay, they've also pushed out a big number. So the startup fever is on everywhere, including India. Here, of course, this is the hotbed of technology, so here there's no questions about it. So basically, we want to spread the journey all over the place, but we need a lot of help. We need a lot more people to participate.
Definitely, this is really exciting to learn that there's so much resources and people are there to help entrepreneurs succeed, move ahead. The moment they have an idea and they're serious about it, I think I would highly recommend that they should go to iitstartups.org and get the information to move forward.
Yep.
And please tell us a little bit about what is your key takeaway from TiEcon 2019, and is there anything, any message that you would like to give to our
Well, a
audience?
lot of our startups were in that TiE competition. I think 10 or 12 of those startups were selected for that. And of the 26 that we've graduated, so many of them got called here. I mean, they'd applied and they got called here. So TiE is a great movement. I mean, in fact, it's the TiE model we were trying to emulate in a sense, but very focused. And our training is very, very intense, which something which TiE doesn't have right now. They had a thing called Launchpad, which I believe they abandoned. But right now, we're trying to, because TiE's goal is wealth creation. And IIT, I founded Pan IIT. Pan IIT didn't have a specific goal because we had entrepreneurs, we had executives, we had researchers, we had academicians, we had all kinds of people. The goals were too spread out. With IIT Startups, it's a very focused movement. It's startups and startups only. So we are trying to do that, but again, as I'm saying, it's a very qualified, narrow group. I mean, we are competing with the likes of Stanford, Harvard, Berkeley. So we got our lines very clearly laid out where we are headed. That's it. Yeah.
Now, it's, I would say, a pleasure, true pleasure and honor to meet with you and understand about this initiative. And I'm sure a lot of our audience, they will make use of this information and get forward, move ahead with their journey, their dreams. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
And